Line up your putt right here on 93.7 The Ticket with Arden's Angle. Join Husker golfer Arden Louchheim as she discusses all things college golf and life as a student athlete. Here is Arden's Angle with your host, Arden Louchheim.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into Arden's Angle on this lovely Thursday. I'm so excited that I can start saying that and actually mean it. I got to play golf outside again today. There is truly nothing better than outdoor golf. I strongly dislike indoor golf. I am so thankful for all of the facilities that we have here at Nebraska to play indoor golf, but I don't like playing inside. It's just so great to be back outside again, enjoying the weather. So if my mood seems greatly improved, that is why. Also, why I'm wearing this very golfy outfit, because I came straight from practice. We had practice and then class, and then I got the chance to be on Ashley's show Above the Noise. And so if anyone is watching both of those shows or listening to both of those shows, sorry, because you're about to see a lot of me. But I'm really excited about the show we have coming up today. We have Teraya Sigler is my Arden's Husker All-Star of the Week, the Husker volleyball player. She will be on for our second two segments. We're going to chat with her about volleyball, and then, as we always do, kind of get to know her from a new angle. But I wanted to talk about my sports takes of the week, my angles, and name my overall all-star of the week. It has to be started out by saying the Seahawks won the Super Bowl.
Really surprising to show up in a Seahawks jersey.
No, and I was trying to be professional for Teraya because, you know, it's not, this show's not about me when the guest comes on, but I was disappointed in myself. I didn't wear one last Thursday. I didn't wear one on Tuesday for Big Red Birdies. I need to get a I need to get a Seahawks jersey on at some point in here. But yeah, Seahawks won the Super Bowl. I am so excited. It was a horrendous game, let's be so honest, but Seahawks won it. So huge news for me and my fandom. My mom was in town actually because we were celebrating my birthday early. And so we got to watch the show together. So that was super fun.
That's a great week.
Yeah, it was
Super Bowl win. You get your birthday, you turn 21.
Yeah, it was Super Bowl on Sunday. They won. Super Bowl parade on Wednesday, which is also my 21st birthday. So it's been a great and tiring week for me. But my overall all-star of the week is Jason Myers. He is the Seahawks kicker, which I know sounds kind of wild, but if anyone watched the game, it was a very heavy kicking game. He played all 17 games this year, had a field goal percentage of 85.4%. He made a 60-yarder in the Super Bowl, which is just crazy to me. I know it has to do with the teams now get to have the game balls, I think, a week in advance, or the kicking balls a week in advance, where in the past it was only a day in advance, I think. And so that's really increased the length of field goals that are being made. But he was 100% on extra points, and he just carried the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. He became the kicker to make the most field goals in a season. I think he scored the most points of anyone in the Super Bowl, and I think scored the most points of any kicker that season. So, Jason Myers, I thought he should have been Super Bowl MVP, but they gave it to Kenneth Walker, which is fair because they're probably not ever going to give a kicker that accolade, but I honestly thought he deserved it.
I did too. I was kind of waiting because I think only one special teams player has ever gotten it, and it wasn't a kicker. I think it was a returner, but I was really surprised they didn't give it to him because he was phenomenal. And like he said, the other one, I don't know if you can give it to an entire defense, but yeah, that was the other,
the MVP. Dark side, as they say. But, and then another honorable mention, I guess, there, as we're on the topic of Seahawks special teams, which I saw a tweet this week that the Seahawks, I think, spend about between $3.5 and $3.9 million on their special teams unit. And that's the most of any team in the NFL. And that really showed throughout all of the playoffs. I mean, they had the muffed punt that then they returned for a touchdown against the Rams, and just the overall prowess of Jason Myers. But also an honorable mention should be the punter. Why am I forgetting his first name? Dixon.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Dixon?
I just know it's Dixon.
Yeah, Michael Dixon. I don't know what just happened to me. But Husker fans should like him because he's an Australian punter. I talked to Archie Wilson last week. He said he's a fan of him. So, yeah, he is an ambidextrous punter, so he can punt with either foot. And he is the best punter in the league, hands down. He's the highest paid punter in the league. And just, I think, does a lot of unseen work, or maybe uncelebrated work, because he's just pinning offenses so deep in their own territory. And that was huge for the Seahawks in the postseason and all season long. So yeah, both of those, just I guess the special teams unit as a whole for the Seahawks would be my all-stars of the week. But then the sports story that I wanted to talk about this week was the Lindsey Vonn crash in the Olympics. This isn't probably the most exciting story of the week or anything like that, but I think it just brings up so many different issues that come with social media as it has to do with sports. So to get anyone caught up who doesn't know about it, Lindsey Vonn fully ruptured her ACL about a week and a half ago in the final race before the Olympics. And she's a downhill ski racer. She's 41 years old, making a comeback. She retired for a few years and then came back. The goal was obviously to cap off this comeback with an Olympic gold medal, but fully ruptured her ACL the final race before the Olympics. Made the decision to rehab it, do a lot of strength work, and then race in the downhill on the Olympics in the Olympics on Sunday. Unfortunately, she crashed in that downhill run and just obliterated her left leg. Got airlifted out of there, has had 3 surgeries since then, a really long road back. But a lot of what I've seen online and a lot of the kind of hubbub about it is that she broke her leg because her ACL was ruptured. And if you do any research, that's not the case. It had nothing to do with it. If anyone watched the video, and obviously myself being a ski racer, I understand ski racing. People were having a bit of trouble on this left-footed turn going over a knoll. And so she moved her line a little bit tighter, which means she got closer to the gate. And then unfortunately she caught air going over the knoll. Her right pole clipped the gate. And, when you're in the air, you're just, it's up to gravity and up to what you hit of what's going to happen to you. And so she spun around and landed in an unfortunate position, but it didn't have to do with not having an ACL. It had to do with the fact that, she took too aggressive of a line, clipped her right hand, and on a healthy ACL, she's still breaking her leg. She's still making it was a tactical decision to take that gate tight and then an unfortunate situation to clip your pole there. But I mean, if anyone watched the Super G this morning, Breezy Johnson just won gold in the downhill, and then she went, absolutely careening into the B netting. So it's a dangerous sport, but I think it brings up a larger issue of kind of the misinformation online and just those keyboard warriors. Because people will see one story, and it's a fair connection to make of, oh, someone doesn't have an ACL and now they're, flying in a helicopter because they broke their leg. But I think it's important to just not create a false story. And I think that false narrative is somewhat being created by the keyboard warriors, I guess, as I would say. And then another thing I'm seeing, especially in those comment sections, is that, Lindsay was taking the spot of other people who should have had it and who were worthy, and that she was just out there for a headline and stuff like that. And if anyone followed the World Cup throughout this year, Lindsay is leading in the downhill World Cup globe. She's won 2 races already this year. Like she has come back. It's not a matter of if her comeback is going to happen. She did it. Those 2 wins cemented that, especially in ski racing, where the World Cup is a tougher field to be a part of than the Olympics is, because the Olympics minimize or limits the amount of people who can be from each country, where, the United States has many, many strong skiers who actually weren't in the Olympics because they didn't make the team. And same with Austria and Italy and those other teams who actually had to leave some really strong skiers home. On the World Cup, they are all there and they are all racing. And so I thought that narrative that's being built, that Lindsay's taking the spot of, unworthy people and unworthy, or she's taking the spot of people who are more worthy to be there, is just so incredibly false. And anyone who did an ounce of research would see that that's not the case.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Not to belittle the sport, but some of the times when you get those niche sports as well, you're kind of amazed about how many people have really strong opinions about a sport that all well they're not watching very often. And with the Vaughn situation, I mean, it really fell for her. That was a brutal one to watch. And to your point, she's just kind of at the mercy of physics. It wasn't anything to do with her previous injury.
Yeah.
She looked fine before, and that was just a tough one to watch. And I think they stopped it for quite a while, for her to get airlifted out of there. And then the whole kind of Winter Olympics just paused there for a moment. But nonetheless, I don't think that's going to hurt her legacy at all. I know there's a lot of people on X, and some of them are bots as well. But I don't think it's going to hurt her legacy. I think that's unfortunate, but she will still go down as an absolute legend in that sport.
No, the part that I think hurts the legacy that's unfortunate is just this injury. I think is going to be a really, really hard one to come back from.
Yeah.
Because she will be simultaneously rehabbing an ACL and a broken leg. I think it was a tib fib, among other things. And I've watched people close to me come back from both of those injuries, and it's such a long road. And to do both of them simultaneously is, I think, a lot to ask of someone, especially someone who is 41, already has an entirely new right knee, has gone through just an absolute plethora of lower body injuries. And so I think that's the more unfortunate side, that, this might kind of hinder her ability to continue the comeback and continue the accolades that she's earning, because she was, like I said, looking, quite possibly the best she had in her career, winning both of those downhill races, looking like she was on track to win another Globe. So I think that's really unfortunate, but it has nothing to do with her legacy, and it shouldn't really put a damper on anything like that.
Well, how old is she? She's like 40.
41.
Yeah, 41. So yeah, I don't know if would you hang it up? I mean, you've skied before. Those injuries in particular, I when you're watching it on TV, it looks really demanding on the legs as it is already.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely insane. And it's a dangerous sport. Like,
yes,
the fact that I got out when I did, I ski raced from when I was basically 3 years old to when I was going into my junior year of high school, and I never got injured as a ski racer. And so the fact that I avoided that and just got out unscathed was, really kind of incredible. And just the amount of people that I've seen get injured. One of my friends she was a teammate of mine on my ski team, and is now skiing in the Olympics for Australia. She got chosen for the Olympic team 4 years ago, and then I think he was either tore her ACL or broke her leg the day after she got named to the team, and then had subsequent injuries after that, and finally rehabbed and is ready to race in the Olympics this year. But it makes for some pretty phenomenal stories and phenomenal comeback stories, but it's just a brutal sport where literally everything is working against you in terms of gravity and G forces and all of that. And at Vaughn's age, the fact that it's a double injury, I don't know if I can see her coming back from that one.
I don't see either. But to your point, I mean, the Winter Olympics is just dangerous. I mean, there's a lot, whether it's the skeleton, the luge, the ski jumping as well. I mean, a lot of it's like the adrenaline junkies kind of sport. And even the ski racing, which you think like, well, that one seems a little bit more safer. You don't realize how fast those athletes are going. It's an incredible thing to watch when everything's going well, but just one bad turn. And a lot of those events, curling being the odd one out, it can be really disastrous for those athletes.
I have never really watched curling.
Well, it's like the Masters. You just put it on in the background.
Oh my gosh, it was electric.
It's like ASMR.
I had a great time.
It's been fun. And then USA, I think they took a loss, but they're obviously
they got
awesome.
silver, which was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was sad. I really like watching figure skating and the Chalk and Bates combo. I talked about them last week. They were some of my people to watch, but all of my people to watch didn't really step up, except for Ilya Malinin, the figure skater who's doing his backflips and everything is insane. But Chloe Kim did not get the three-peat of gold medals. She got silver today. And then Chalk and Bates, the figure skating pair, also got silver. So been a lot of second places for USA so far. I don't know the exact medal count, but
I think Norway's still leading it. I'd have to double check. There's been quite a few medaling events.
Yeah, to do that as well. But
do you have a favorite before we go to our first break here? Like a favorite Winter Olympic sport that you want to watch?
I mean, I love watching ski racing because I did it. My brother, shout out my older brother, he is the head data analyst for the US ski team. And he works pretty closely with a lot of the skiing and snowboard sports. And so I think I like watching those because I also know he puts in work there to help them. But yeah, and I mean, I know some of the ski racers too. Breezy Johnson, who won gold, was on my ski team. I have watched her growing up. And then Mary Bocock racing the Super G this morning. She crashed, unfortunately, but I'm really good friends with her, and her younger sister, Elizabeth, who's also a really good ski racer, is one of my best friends. So it was pretty wild to see the New York Times writing about someone whose house I celebrated my graduation party at. But yeah, I think ski racing, just because I have so many ties to it. But like Harrison said, we're going to go to our first break here. And then after that, we will have Husker volleyball player Teraya Sigler in the studio to talk about her time as a volleyball athlete, but also so much more right when we come back.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Here's Stacy from Petal Creations.
Ordering flowers is intimidating if you don't know what you're doing.
Petal Creations experts care about designing a bouquet that conveys your special message from the heart.
You deserve to have a personal florist that you can depend on, who can take your message, turn it into a bouquet, and deliver it in a timely manner. And the rest is up to you.
Petal Creations in the Edgewood Shopping Center or at petalcreations.com.
So give us a call. We've got you.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Flowers and chocolate are great for Valentine's Day, but you know what really earns you bonus points? A massage. No, not from you, but from the professionals at The Body Shop. Now is the time to purchase a gift certificate for your significant other to make sure you're the big winner this Valentine's Day. Go to thebodyshoplincoln.com and select from their wide variety of specific massages. Once you've purchased, you can either print out the certificate or email it to the lucky recipient. Do Valentine's Day right this year with a massage from The Body Shop, right behind Eyeglass World at 56th and O.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
No one's ever explained it this way. That's what we hear at Trade-Offs when you finally see how today's crop insurance tools work with your grain marketing plan, not in isolation. With hail and wind rates increasing and margins already tight, it's time to challenge how you look at crop insurance. It's time to ask better questions. It's time to call Trade-Offs. Call us at 402-858-7501 or visit gotradeoffs.com to start the conversation. That's GOTREDAS.com. Trade-offs, ingrained in your success. No, seriously, give us a call.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals in everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet. O Street Carpet. 1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Against Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Against Sports at 48th and Vine.
Back to Arden's Angle on 93.7 The Ticket. Here is your host, Arden Louchheim.
Welcome back to Arden's Angle. As everyone can see, we have Teraya Sigler in the house. Always exciting when you get a Husker volleyball player here. You guys, pretty hyped up here, as you should be. But
hyped.
You say overhyped?
I'm hyped.
Oh, I thought you said overhyped. I was like, no, you deserve all of it. But yeah, I'm so excited for you to be here. Just a quick rundown. You're from Scottsdale, Arizona, a freshman this year. You were the Gatorade Arizona Player of the Year, Max Preps Arizona Player of the Year after both your junior and senior seasons. And there are so many more accolades that it would take my entire show to read them all off.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
But yeah, you truly do it all. You were part of the Big Ten championship team this year. I just kind of wanted to start off by getting to know you a little bit. What did your journey with volleyball look like, and how did you end up here at Nebraska?
Well, I played every sport before.
Get a little closer.
Sorry.
There we go.
I'm not used to this. Sorry.
She's new here.
I played every sport before I played volleyball. My dream was to be the first woman to play in the NFL. Fun fact. I played football, baseball, softball. I was a swimmer, a gymnast, literally everything. I wanted to be the best at everything. And my mom played volleyball at the time. She still does. And so I was like, maybe me and her can just pepper in the backyard. We popped like 4 balls on cactuses playing in the backyard. And then we got into playing. I played like rec kind of, and then joined my first club team. And then since I was 11, it kind of just took off. And I mean, I got my first like USA national like team development when I was 15, I think. And that's when I kind of realized, like, okay, I want to go to college. I want to play. Everyone has a dream to be an Olympian. It's basic as it seems, but that's a dream of everyone has. And
because volleyball is in the Olympics.
It is in the Olympics.
as I was reminded.
It's in the Olympics. And then, honestly, it just was an opportunity to get your school paid for, and you get the opportunity to go to a new state, and that was the goal. Obviously, I'm from Arizona. This is very not Arizona.
Very much no.
No, this is not Arizona. And so, but getting to come to Lincoln, and obviously Nebraska is a historic program that I couldn't pass up the opportunity to come and play. So, yeah, it was just.
So were you recruited by Coach Cook?
Yeah, I was.
What was that like of, having him retire right before you were supposed to come and then adjusting to DBK?
Well, honestly, like, to put it in simpler terms, I didn't have him. So,
True.
like, I don't really know anything else besides Danny. So, I mean, I've had him during camps when, there wasn't any coaching. It was just watching him coach other people. And I mean, me and Coach were close, and I think that I looked up to him a lot as he's Coach Cook. Like, there's not really much else to say about it. And so I was really upset. I remember, I think all of us freshmen went through like the 5 stages of grief during that. But like Danny's just been she's just such a good coach, such a good person, and she has just been probably the best thing that's happened to this program in a really long time. So it's been fun. Obviously, it was nice because me and her were kind of going through like the same thing. We're like the first time going through Nebraska volleyball as a head coach and as a freshman. So it was really cool to get to experience that with her. So I love Danny. I love Coach Cook. Me and him talk about cars and talk about horses. So me and him are close.
Heck yeah. No, I think it's cool to see, just him broadcasting your games and stuff like that,
sure.
that there's still very clearly relationships there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and I also just the fact that there was no turnover on your guys' roster, no turnover on the coaching staff. We don't all always know what's going on behind closed doors, but what's put out into the world, even if a team isn't saying that stuff's going wrong, if suddenly half your roster is transferring,
right,
it's pretty
something's
obvious.
going wrong. Yeah, for sure.
So I think it's very clear, how well the team has adjusted and what Danny is doing well. The golf team, no shade to my golf team, but it's a much lower level than Nebraska ball, just with the publicity and all of that. And but yeah, like we went through a coaching change, and I know for me, I was nervous too. So I can't imagine having it be, John Cook switching to someone else, but it's clearly gone fairly well.
Well, for every team, that's difficult, especially when you get recruited by someone that you are fully kind of preparing yourself to be coached by, and you hear and you see the way they coach. You're like, okay, like I need to learn how to adapt to that. And whether your coach is a yeller, is calm, passionate, like whatever they are, like you're prepared to play for that team and that coaching style. And then obviously when you get a new coach, there's always that question of like, am I coachable well under them? Like, if that makes sense.
100%.
Like, I feel like it's sometimes can be hard because you're like, I don't know. I mean, it's funny because me and Danny and I had a call when she was at Louisville.
Oh, really?
So I already knew Danny. And so we had a call at Louisville, but obviously I went to Nebraska. So like, I want to say like until like a month ago, she was still Danny Busboom Kelly Louisville under my phone. Like I didn't change it because I didn't really feel the need to because I forgot.
No, fair.
But I was like, I called her one day and I was like, I should probably change that.
No, my teammate had my teammate transferred here, and so my friend and also a different teammate, helped her on her visit, and they are now like best friends. And she was in her phone as Mackenzie, Nebraska until a week ago.
Oh gosh.
So that the parentheses college name, I think, is just a canon event for every athlete.
And during the change, it doesn't seem like that important to change someone's like title of it. Because I mean, she was my coach either way. It didn't really matter if it was Nebraska or Louisville on my phone.
No, true. So you went through the entire season with her as Louisville on your phone?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so great.
Yeah. And I had no idea. And I had called her. I texted her. Obviously, she's my coach. But
Yeah.
I've communicated with her and I've called with her and I literally just didn't think anything of it. And then again, I called her like, I want to say a month ago and I was like, yeah, it still says Louisville.
Switch that up.
Exactly.
So I'm curious on the transition from being a senior in high school to a freshman in college is difficult for anyone, regardless of what you're going through. But for you coming into the illustrious Nebraska volleyball program, but you're also still just adjusting to living away from home and being a freshman and figuring all of that out. What was that balance like? I know you guys come early, so it's the transition's a little bit longer, but
yeah, I think obviously coming early was super helpful just because we got to adapt to being a college student, as you said, being away from our parents, Nebraska athlete, Nebraska volleyball player.
Yeah.
Like there's just so many titles that you're just starting to adapt to. And I think that coming early was the best thing that all of us could have done because you had that semester to just kind of figure it out. And I mean, you learn a lot of do's and do nots during that of just like, okay, I can do this and I really shouldn't do that. And just like learning like, and I think the biggest switch for me was that like school, you are on your own almost when it comes to school. Like obviously Nebraska has great resources of academic advisors and tutors and all that stuff. But truly when you are in like, you're all your own majors, you're all your own, whatever you want to be. It's not like we're all going to the same
building or classroom,
same geometry class, 7th period. Like I got class at 9:30, she has class at 9:20. Like it's just figuring out. And like I didn't have a car at the time, so I was banking on Campbell and like, okay, Campbell has this, so I'm gonna piggyback off of you, and then I'm gonna walk home. And then it was just like navigating. And I'm an only child, so I feel like I've grown to be really independent and figure things out. And that never really was an issue for me. But like truly having like just not having your mom with you all the time, it's just really weird.
No, it was so odd for me.
So
I mean, I'm
odd.
a junior now, but I'm still getting used to it.
Like truly, I would be like, wow, like my mom would do that for me, or wow, like my mom would. Okay, she's not here anymore. Or I'd call her like, Mom, what do I do? Like I don't know what to do. And it's like, I truly think that your like relationship with your parents gets so much stronger. Either gets so much stronger or so much worse when you're in college because you truly have to reach out to them to talk to them. It's
no, 100%. My poor mother's phone, my first month in college. I'm like an independent person. Like I can live alone, but there was just a lack of confidence in everything I was doing.
For
sure. So I was like, am I going to like break the washing machine if I do this? Like, am I going to like ruin my clothes if I like fold them in this? It was so bad. But
there's like a guy in training table. I think he's a freshman or a transfer on the football team. And he walked into one of my classes and one of his white jackets, Nebraska jackets, was pink.
I did that this year. I did that my junior year. I turned my one thing pink.
I literally saw him and I like couldn't stop laughing because I was like, man, like that's so real because we were all just trying to figure it out by ourselves.
Also, all of our stuff is red. Like it doesn't mix well.
But like also don't put white stuff with red stuff. I feel like that's kind of, I'm not trying to like bash you or the guy. That really wasn't meant to be rude.
No,
I'm
that
just
should
saying.
have been that should have been known. And I just didn't think about it.
That's fair. I mean, I would be lying if I said I didn't have one experience like that in college. I do have pink socks now.
Socks is a better option.
That's what I'm saying. But I give him if he ever hears this or whatever, I give him so much like praise because he literally walked in with confidence. Like, did not care.
Kudos to him for wearing it.
Right. And everyone, like all of his football teammates were like, it's not supposed to be white. And he's like, bro, I'm making my own brand. Like he literally just wrote with it. And I was like, that is so funny because it's truly like the experience of being a freshman.
Yeah, just lean in.
Right?
Lean in. That's just what's so funny to me is that especially on like the football and the volleyball where you guys are, and even softball, like the nationally televised sports, and they'll say, oh yeah, a freshman's doing this. And I'm like, meanwhile, behind the scenes, like that freshman is figuring out where their classrooms are. And that freshman is trying to get a ride somewhere without a car. And just the level of transition and the amount of stuff going on behind the scenes for a freshman is so crazy to me. And yeah, I just was so curious on your experience because I know for me, balancing golf and all of that was absolutely wild, but there wasn't the added level of just like the media and the pressure that comes with being a volleyball athlete. So I was very curious on that. What was that transition climate wise going from Arizona to Nebraska?
Oh Lord. I knew it was gonna be cold. I remember in high school I was like, I'm so excited because it's gonna be cold. It's better than 110. Like I honestly didn't like Arizona when I lived there because I was just so used to the heat. And the heat makes me mad. And I'm just like, I really can't go through this for another summer. Come here, my first week here, it's -11. I'm walking to class.
Oh yeah, because you guys come in the winter.
In January. And
it's a tough
thing
time.
about Nebraska is that it doesn't really get cold until January, February, which is not normal. And I'm like, okay, I was like, I low-key was like, okay, I missed it because I didn't come in December. No. When I tell you my first snow day, it was amazing for the first like 5 hours. And then once it started turning into mud and slush, I was over
It's so gross.
It's so gross.
Last January was rough too because it just kept like kind of getting warm and then it would dump snow again.
Right.
No, that's kudos to you for staying here.
I don't know. I got my first winter coat here, like my first parka, and I invested in jackets because I never needed that.
Yeah.
And pants, never needed that.
4 of my teammates are from Nebraska and they all were like, what is happening?
Exactly. Like I just don't like, and what for me is the crazy
Did I
part.
say Nebraska?
Yeah.
Arizona.
I was like, what? But I don't. People walk around in snow, walk into class, it's blizzarding, and they act like that's normal.
Yeah.
That's not normal.
No, it's not.
It's not normal. It's not normal to be walking in -degree weather to your accounting class. It's not normal. I promise you it's not, because I'm having a pissy fit. I'm mad. I just figured out that I can put remote start on my car. I've been abusing that thing. I just can't, like, it needs to be warm, but then it gets too hot and then I'm mad again. It's just like not a happy.
Because then you're like kind of sweaty in the car, but you get out of the car and it's freezing.
Right.
No, it's a struggle.
It's a struggle. But the summers are like
They're
Arizona.
really nice.
Besides the humidity,
It's humid here.
awful.
Does your hair get big?
Yes.
My hair gets huge.
It gets huge. And then I'm pissed off because I feel like I'm like moist. And I'm like, ew, this is disgusting. And I just like, I don't know, like in Arizona. But the thing about Arizona is that it doesn't get cooler at night. It stays 90 24 hours.
Yeah, I've been there quite a lot for golf, and it's
hot.
It's unique.
Yeah, and then here it's nice though that it's really hot in the day, but then it gets like 65,
Yeah.
70 at night. So I'm like, man, it's a great balance. But then again, like Arizona, it just stays 90. So I mean, like that's kind of like a nice difference.
Yeah, no, it's my friend, my teammates who are from Arizona coming to here, they were like really excited to experience seasons, but I was like, I don't know how long that is gonna last.
Yeah, I was excited for 4 seasons, which I mean, you truly have to love the university you're going to go through that.
No, and that's a great point. Everyone who goes to Nebraska truly loves it.
Right.
I did want to ask, we're going to move away from volleyball, but my last question specifically to volleyball was, obviously Volleyball Day was a major event, just not just for Nebraska, but for women's athletics. You're now on the team that obviously was part of Volleyball Day, made it happen, but you weren't here when that happened. So what has that balance been like of kind of having pride in that event happening, but also not being at the school for when it did?
I honestly think that I remember watching it. We had like the choice to go on our official, but we wanted to go and bob and experience it. Obviously, I wish I would have gone, but getting to see that on TV and just to see the way that it just saw like pure emotion of just like how grateful everyone was that to be a part of a cool event. And I was just had pride in the fact that that was the university I was going to, and that was a program that I was going to be a part of. So a part of me was just like really grateful that that was the school that I picked. And like that kind of like affirmed my decision of like, okay, I picked the right place to go. Like they truly care about volleyball. They care about women's athletics. And I think volleyball kind of took off at that point. Like more teams are being televised, not just Nebraska. And like we're getting to see big arenas and more outdoor games, and we're getting to see not even just volleyball, like just women's athletics kind of be celebrated more, which I think is truly a blessing. And so I'm thankful that was the university. This is the university that celebrates. So I'm excited that I got to be a part of it, and I am a part of it.
Yeah. It was, for me, it was my first week here, maybe second week here. It was my freshman year. So that I went through the same experience, obviously not being on the team, but like being part of the athletic department, of just being like, holy crap, like this is what I chose. Like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So it's that was a fun event to be a part of. But When we come back after this quick break, we're going to touch a little bit on beach volleyball and then, like I always do, kind of get into you from a different angle, but that'll all be after the break on 93.7 The Ticket.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
It's the two-fingered wave on a gravel road. It's letting the kids take dad's truck to prom. It's Friday nights under the lights of a hometown football field. Eustace Body Shop knows small towns. It's where our values are rooted. We treat our people right, and in turn, they treat you, our customer, right. And we give back to our communities. Not much more small town than that. Eustace Body Shop, small town service, big city technology.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Winter is upon us. Is your home prepared? If your furnace isn't keeping up or you've thought about replacing it, John Henry's has a new year, new unit special. When you purchase a select heating and cooling system from John Henry's, we will give you the furnace for free. There are also equipment and LES rebates up to an additional $850. This offer expires February 28th, so don't miss out. Find out more at jhlincoln.com or give John Henry's a call or text today.
435-5555.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. February's cream cheese flavor is white chocolate raspberry. Pair it with a strawberry cold foam. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Gentlemen, Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Don't be that guy running to the store for flowers and a card on your way home. Let Sartor Heyman Jewelers help you be a hero this Valentine's Day. We have great gifts in store now, and if you spend $129, we'll throw in a free bouquet of roses. Give her what she really wants this year and let us do the rest. Sartor Heyman Jewelers, your hometown jeweler since 1905. In Lincoln and Grand Island and online at sartorheyman.com.
If you don't have Valentine's Day plans this year, strike up some romance at Madson's Bowling and Billiards. Head to Madson's on Saturday, February 14th for the second ever Love on the Lanes, a live stage front dating show like Lincoln's never seen. The show starts at 8 p.m. live on the bowling lanes with audience participation, hilarious Q&As, and unexpected twists. Reserve VIP or standard seating by emailing sarah@madsonslincoln.com or check out their Facebook page. Come for the love, stay for the laughs, and leave with memories or a match on Valentine's Day at Madson's.
If you become ill or injured at work and need an experienced attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court, protect your rights and freedom to get you the best possible results for your case and the justice you deserve. Trust your rights and freedom to Liberty Law Group. Attorneys serving Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Back to Arden's Angle on 93.7 The Ticket. Here is your host, Arden Louchheim.
Welcome back to Arden's Angle here with Teraya Sigler. I like our intro music. It gets me going every time. Just do a little jig. But yeah, we talked a lot about volleyball in the first segment. You guys have beach season coming up. Did you guys not go on a trip to Hawaii this year? Did that not happen?
No.
Oh,
no.
That's unfortunate.
No, we're going to Florida and Arizona.
Oh,
I
are you
know.
gonna is it close to Scottsdale? Where are you going?
So we're gonna probably play at ASU.
Oh, okay.
Around that area. So we're gonna get dinner at my family's house. So
Oh, that's awesome.
So excited.
You see your mom.
See my mom. I think my mom, my aunts, my cousins are gonna make food.
Oh, that's so fun.
My family's a big family.
Yeah.
So getting to barbecue and all that stuff. I'm excited.
Not having siblings, are you pretty close with your cousins?
So close to my cousins. Probably my two closest cousins. One, her name's Avery. She is going to be a surgeon at Northern Arizona. She's a senior.
Shout out.
And then my older cousin by 10 days, but I'm older because I'm more mature than he is.
Oh, you guys are definitely close because you're adding all the little caveats.
Exactly. And he is going into medicine and he's a freshman at U of A.
Wait, I didn't ask. What is your major?
Criminal justice.
Oh, that's cool. What do you want to do after college?
I want to be a defense attorney, a criminal defense attorney. So the goal is to, depending on where volleyball takes me, obviously, the goal is to be an Olympian. Obviously, I think that was said in the beginning. But hopefully go to law school and see where that takes me. I'm wanting to use the resources of the opportunities of school that we get here to kind of guide me. Obviously, volleyball is going to come to an end, which sucks, but that's just kind of how life is. And maybe I might be a Jordan Larson that is able to play for as long as she did, but at the same time, I want to prepare for when that day comes where it's over. So I'm hoping to go to law school, do the whole shebang, and hopefully get to have the title of being a lawyer.
That'd be based on I've gotten to talk with you a fair amount this semester or this year, and we've chatted a bit, and I think you'd be a good lawyer.
Thank you.
I see that in you.
Thank you. My mom said I was really good at arguing when I was younger, so I'm like, you know what, maybe I should get a profession out of this.
We've had some debates in the life skills offices, and were you the one who asked Emma Johnson why they don't just run away from the defender?
That was me. Which is such a valid question because I could talk about that for hours. Why are we trying to run through the big wall of 300-pound men when we can go around them?
And Emmett's like, well, it's just not how it works. And Teraya goes, they can't catch you.
I'm just saying we're working really hard when we can be thinking a little bit more and working a little less. I don't know. I just don't.
Okay. Has coaching ever appealed to you? Because you're speaking like a coach right now.
I coached 12s when I was in high school just to be a part of my club, and my club was super involved, and so I just got to coach 12s. And I definitely think if I'm going to coach, it has to be older. I'm really working on patience because it's something that I don't have. Like driving and just I love children, I really do. And my goal, I wanted to be a teacher for the longest time too. But I just coaching, yeah. I haven't really thought about it being maybe, I don't know. And Danny
I just opened up a new career path for you.
Danny calls me in 20 years and is like, hey, do you want to come coach? I'm like, you know what? Why not?
Yeah.
Let's get a little kick out of it. I don't know. I also just love to talk, and I love whatever. If I'm passionate about it, I'm gonna talk about it for hours. So
I'll just keep having you on my shows. As I ascend in my broadcasting career, wherever I'm at, we'll just call you up.
Just call me up and I literally be like, let's do it.
This is my friend, the criminal defense attorney, Teraya Sigler.
Hey, guys.
But going back to beach season, kind of what is the difference mainly? Because the way it functions, it honestly kind of looks like two different sports.
Yeah, which is so true. I mean, I think I played, so in Arizona, beach volleyball is very active. So I played beach when I was younger, and during COVID when club wasn't really a thing, I played, and my mom played. And I think the thing about beach is that you, as much as you try to get in shape and you're like, okay, like there's two of us, I have to be able to react fast, jump and hit, all this stuff, you will always end up being dead tired after a rally. No matter how hard you work out, no matter how I don't even care. You could put like the Bolt on there. He's going to be tired after a rally. But it's just because you have to work so much harder because you're doing all of the skills. Because obviously in volleyball there's 6 positions and each of them do a different thing. And I mean, we have setters, we have liberos, we have hitters, we have 6 rows. Like there's so much, but in beach you have to be good at everything. You have to be good at setting, at hitting, at passing, at defending, at blocking, and you have to be able to see the court. Vision is such a big thing, and beach is not forgiving when it comes to running and jumping. I mean, you really can feel like you're flying and you have a credit card vert in the sand. It's really humbling. But I mean, you just have to work so much harder to do everything. And obviously there's only 2 of you, so you have to defend the entire court, which I think is it's like more fun too, because it's just like you just have to go. Like that's when that like fight or flight kind of has to kick in, and that adrenaline of just like go be athletic and just go get it. So that's why I like beach, because that's more fun to just do that. And I kind of like jumping in the sand. It's like fun.
Crazy take.
Right. Because it's not always about power. It's all about shots, vision. You get to kind of do like more funkier hand contact stuff. And it's just like, it's more fun that way. Cause I don't want to say it's more chill, but it's not as like formal as,
I mean, in comparison
indoor.
to all of the kind of hubbub that goes around each of your matches in the regular season with indoor volleyball, like I can imagine it's kind of a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, it's usually there's 15 people at your matches, and it's your family and your friends, and if you're at the dorms, it's whoever students are walking in between going to class and going back to their room. And it's just, I mean, you get to play and you get to, I don't know, like you wear tank tops, like that's just super fun to do.
I love how all of you guys like pull out your sunglasses.
Yeah,
and the pit vipers and the Oakleys.
Right.
And,
like because it's just like fun, because volleyball for beach is like you kind of have to, it's your own style of play. Like whatever scores and whatever works for you. But again, like it's your own style of how you two want to play, not just the entire team.
How does that differ of going from being on the court with 6 people and communicating and coordinating with all of them to then just going to just 2?
I think it's super important about the way that you and your partner communicate. I mean, I've had Bergen last year, and I will probably have Bergen for most of this year. And, me and her work well because Bergen obviously is probably the most offensive and defensive setter in the country. And she's a great all-around player, great blocker, great eyesight, great vision. And so I just think that she's really good at just playing everything. And so me and her work well because obviously I'm a sixer outside who has to pass and also has to hit. So if she's getting picked on to serve receive, I can help her out and I can communicate, and we have that experience. And it's really fun because then like we get to celebrate the little things of like weird plays and good hustle plays, and we just get to like make jokes about it. And again, like it's serious, but at the same time, like it's just a way of playing volleyball, but just in a different way. So it's just all about how you and your partner, we're mids, there's bigs and littles. So like the bigs are probably middle blockers, outsides, and the littles are like Lainey and Carrie and Liv, but I'm a mid, so I play both. I play defense and I also block. So is she. So we get to switch off. So that's kind of fun to figure out our style, how we want to play.
Yeah, I watched it for the first time. I've never watched beach in my life.
Wow.
No offense.
Crazy take, but yeah, cool.
Sorry, that's my bad. But yeah, I just like had no idea how different it was. And
so different.
So we work out in the same gym, and your guys' indoor sand volleyball court is in the, what's it called?
Hawks.
No, the Alloy. That's what it's called.
I didn't know that.
I
didn't know that.
Our weight room is called the Alloy.
I thought it was called Hawks.
Well, it's in Hawks, so there's Alloy in Hawks. Anyway, we have to do like sand workouts in your guys' sand, and it's actually
it's awful.
It's heinous.
No, it's
like
awful.
I don't know how you go through. And then sometimes our like fun part of our workouts will be getting to play volleyball.
Yeah.
And we do like 6 people on each side, sometimes 8.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you guys cover the amount of ground that you do. It's actually insane.
I don't either. Half the time I feel like I black out and just like.
You talk about your credit card vert. Meanwhile, like I said, we work out at the same time right now. And I was saying off air, we have to do box jumps. And I mean, I'm 5 feet tall. I'm a golfer. Like I'm athletic, but I'm not anything special. I literally almost faceplanted on the box this morning. And I don't think you saw it, but you were walking by. It was a tough break.
But I'm saying, this is what I told her. it's not your sport. Like you're not supposed to be able to jump high. Like I'm supposed to be able to. And like again, if I went and tried to swing a golf, you'd probably like gag at my swing because
We're gonna make it happen. I'm gonna take you to Top Golf.
And one time I went to Top Golf and I let go of the club and it went. Yeah, I was that person.
Please expand on that. What were the repercussions?
So we were going. There are times of when the ball and the club contact are golden. Like it goes sort. So I was so confident I was going to do it, and my grip was really tight on this thing because I was like, I'm about to hit this ball so hard, and I don't know what happened. I swung and it suddenly was just out of my hands and it went flying in the grass. And I had to act like nothing happened. Like I was like, that never happened. And I was I think I stopped after that because I was embarrassed. Yes. Like I have so much respect for golfers because there's so much more technique that goes into it than just swinging a club.
No, it's kind of a lot, but that's so funny. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I'm holding that above me forever. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Well, speaking of kind of like how we got to know each other, I guess we just randomly were in the life skills office, but we're also both part of SAC, the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. What has that been like of just getting involved in a community that you weren't initially part of? Obviously being from Arizona, not growing up here, but then now transplanting to being in Nebraska.
I think it's super cool because I feel like our sports obviously be in different seasons and different weight rooms, different areas of campus. Like sometimes it feels really divided and we only really see each other in and out of training table and in the hallways and maybe even class. But I feel like it was really cool to get to know people on a different level. And I mean, get to understand how people think and the way their sports are going and different jokes. And I mean, me and Grant from track and field, shout out him for making a paper airplane competition.
That's awesome.
Right. Because I wouldn't expect that to something that you want to do, but hey, he wanted to. And so like, that's something that you get to do. And that's not a huge conversation starter, but at the same time, like it's the little things you get to have with people and get to experience different walks of life from all over. And so I think it's been super cool to just, especially being younger, to experience leadership in that kind of way.
Yeah, no, this is my first year on SAC and I'm a junior. So like for you being a junior or being a freshman and getting to do it hopefully for years to come, that's always very exciting. So
it's fun.
It's fun. And we get a good sweatshirt out of it.
Always, yeah.
It's my favorite.
I think I got like a 3XL, 4XL.
You were wearing it yesterday.
It's like a dress.
Big.
Yep. Nope. My favorite sweatshirt ever.
It goes down like almost to your knees, and that's saying something.
Me and Tyler Canuck.
Did you get the same size?
Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know, Tyler is like a 6'10", probably
big.
300 lineman. He's a big dude.
A big dude, and we got the same size, and I'm proud of it.
You know what? You wear it well.
Thank you.
I wanted to end us off with some Arizona-themed rapid-fire questions. Given that, that's your home state where you're proud to be from. AC blasting so hard you need a hoodie, yes or no?
No. Because even if it's blasting, you're still going to find a way to sweat.
Okay, fair. Do you ever run into the issue where when you walk into air-conditioned places that it's too cold?
Yes.
Because that's always been my annoyance with Phoenix in the summer is like I walk in places and it's freezing.
Yes. And then you walk out and like your body doesn't know if you're hot or cold.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I feel like I have a fever out of nowhere.
Well, that's the same with here. It's freezing out here and everyone, it's like 100 degrees in our training room. And I'm like, okay, turn it down.
Our weight room is so hot.
It's always hot.
So hot.
Try playing beach in that.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. So wait, also, this is just, I guess, a personal question that I was curious on. Do you guys work out and do your beach practice at the same time?
So yeah, since there's so many of us, half of the team is playing beach, half of us is lifting, and then we switch.
Oh, I was so curious.
It's efficient.
Because you guys never have shoes on.
Never.
I've seen all of your dogs.
Yep.
I'll just like be on the ground doing a plank, and then like
you'll see us walk past.
Feet are walking past.
I'm shocked that because there's sand everywhere, so I'm shocked that they even like let us do that. I don't.
They must vacuum so much in there.
Right, probably. We're kind of messy too. So.
Okay. Do you think it's dry heat? Is that truth or propaganda?
It's dry heat because here it's humidity and that's awful. It's dry heat where you feel like you can't breathe. It's like a microwave.
Are you a fan of tanning?
Love it.
What is your technique to not overheating when tanning?
There's like, you can buy this on Amazon where they like spray over you like misters. Or we talked about this earlier, you can go on the lakes. We have beautiful lakes and rivers in Arizona. You go on the boat, you go tubing. It's a great way to tan, but also not overheat. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of tanning. It's a great activity. Read a good book, play some good music, talk to some friends, grill. It sounds like a great day to me.
That's an ideal day right there.
That's what I'm saying.
Speaking of ideal days, what does your ideal off day look like?
Wake up, go to breakfast. If I have class today, I go. If not,
good for you.
Right, student athlete. I usually try to spend some time with the Lord, in my word and my devotion, and or listen to a sermon, worship music, like sometime in the day to try to get into my word. I think that's super important. And I try to on off days kind of have like a errands day, cleaning, what needs to be put together to kind of reset for the next day of practice and more class. And so I just try to get what needs to be done. Hopefully try to get some homework done. Depends on the day, but we try to stay on top of some things that I need to get done just to, reset the day before another long, grueling day.
That's the most productive off day I have ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
Okay, final question. It's an important one, Arizona related. In-N-Out, worth the hype?
So worth the hype.
What's your order? What's your order?
My lord. A double extra cheese with nothing but extra cheese and spread, a cheese fry, and a Dr. Pepper.
Mic drop.
Or if you're feeling hungry, a 4x4.
Heck yeah.
I have tournaments 4x4. I usually go In-N-Out, I think 4 times a week.
And you deserved it.
And thank you.
Yeah, you deserved it because I've watched y'all play volleyball.
Literally everyone doesn't think it's the hype. It's like my favorite. It's going to be catered at my wedding. I'm telling you right now. It's going to be catered. But
You heard it here first. In-N-Out will be at Teraya Sigler's wedding. Thank you so much, Teraya, for joining me on Arden's Angle. For everyone for listening, we hope you have a lovely Thursday night.
If you've been around Lincoln for more than a few years,